Go ahead and get your name.
I'm Dr. Demetrius Pearson,
Okay.
and I'm an associate professor in the Department of Health and Human Performance here at the University of Houston.
Okay. And I noticed here that you got your PhD.
I got my EDD
That's
here,
right.
yeah, in the College of Education back in 1990.
Okay.
Quick minute about Slamma Jamma. I'm just curious a little bit about what those games were like and what it felt like on the campus.
Gee. You know, that's an interesting topic because if you go back to those days, I mean, it was buzzing on campus. As a matter of fact, it was almost like, and I used to travel from time to time, not necessarily with the team, but during some of the other activities that I was involved in, and it was almost like a traveling roadshow. They were much like rock stars because, I mean, they were the biggest team that you could ever put on the floor. I mean, Coach Guy Lewis could go to the bench and pull out 7-footers and 6'10" guys like the Bunce brothers, who I had one of the Bunce brothers' daughter in my graduate class who recently graduated from the University of Houston. A guy like Brian Williams, who was 6'10" from California, he's coming in to spell an Elijah or a Mishaw. I mean, you just had so much size. It was like, you know, sometimes I used to joke with Coach Lewis. I say, Coach, you can throw the names in a hat and just pick the names out, and that's enough to beat any team in the country pretty much with the kinds of athletes that he was getting and what they were capable of doing. I told, you know, some of my friends, get to the game early because by halftime, it's over. I mean, we would be beating people, you know, by such, you know, incredible margins. I mean, the subs that came into the game were exceptional and could start for many teams around the country. Those teams in those years, I mean, just fantastic. And you know, I have personal friends, you know, Clyde Drexler is a personal friend of mine. Mike Young gave me my first German Shepherd. He had a litter, and naturally, we had to name one of the dogs after the Slamma Jamma. Mine was named Jamma, a German Shepherd, a great German Shepherd that looked like Rin Tin Tin. Would guard my son because that dog grew up with my son, and my son used to ride his big wheel down in Hoffine Pavilion while I was waiting for them to finish practice. It was just a great experience. I mean, the Southwest Conference was a competitive conference in both basketball and football and the other sports as well. But, you know, I mean, when you go back and look at some of those athletes that played against our teams, and many of them played professionally, you know, SMU always had some good athletes over there. Texas Tech had some good athletes. Arkansas would come in and they would have some stellar athletes. University of Texas, you know, couldn't stay with us in basketball, and there were times where they couldn't stay with us in football. They had some good athletes. Rice had some good athletes from time to time, and some athletes like Pierce, who played professionally, Ricky Pierce, for a number of years. I mean, exceptional shooter. So I really got a chance to see some exceptional talent.
Okay. Well, it's been an honor.
Well, it's been an experience, and I've got to go because we've got a ball.